Yo, what's going on, man? Today is still June the 9th, 2024. It's your boy Chris, and this is just a quick show. Tomorrow will be the 10th of June, and there will be one basketball game in general. It will only be the Indiana Fever. They will be in Connecticut taking on the Sun. So I figured I'd make a quick video. Line has moved a lot already, but we're going to jump into it, man. Hopefully, we end up having a positive day in the WNBA. I know I did a quick video on Saturday breaking down that Connecticut Sun and New York Liberty game, and I got a lot of good feedback, so I figured I'd keep it going. So far in the WNBA, I'm recording this video. The finals game just started between Boston and Dallas, and sweating out Seattle as they take on the Minnesota Lynx. And we got a winner already. We got Phoenix +1. Took double overtime, but we did get a winner there. Also got Seattle, like I said, sweating that out. And we got the Sparks +15 that we gave out last night as well. So 1-0 on the day so far. We're up a little over 6 units on the season in the WNBA. And the last couple plays have absolutely been winners. So hopefully we can keep that going. Let's jump into the one game that we have for tomorrow. Like I said, Indiana Fever, Connecticut Sun. Fever laying 12 points as home favorites now, and this line is moving to 12.5. It's interesting because if you're new to sports gambling, DraftKings is always going to be the sports book that always has the opening line where you can find the value. DraftKings just always do this. I saw this line open there. Well, I didn't see it, but went back and looked at it. DraftKings actually opened this at 8, so it's already been 4 points. The line's already moved 4 points in favor of the home team, Connecticut Sun, versus the Indiana Fever for this game tomorrow. And like I said, it's continuing to move as well. So total also opened at 160.5, and it slightly increased to 161. And we're going to jump into the side and the total for this one. So let's do just that. I got some really good feedback on these graphics that I've created. So I'm going to continue to keep these going as well. On the left side, you'll see the situational spot for the Fever. You can see that they are coming off 2 days rest. This is the last game of a 3-game road trip for them versus for the Connecticut Sun. First game, one day of rest, and it's the last game of a 3-game homestand before they go on the road to take on the Atlanta Dream. Indiana Fever have not been a great team. Of course, we know that they are young. 3-9 straight up, 5-7 against the number, whereas the Connecticut Sun finally lost their first game of the season on Saturday to the visiting New York Liberty. So they're 9-1 now, just 4-6 against the number. They have not been necessarily covering a lot of numbers. And then you see the season rankings as well. Indiana is a bad team because you can see it right there. They're the worst defensive team in the league, worst net rated team in the league. When they lose by the biggest margin most of the time. And their offense also struggles. They're the third worst offense in the WNBA as well, which is why you see this line kind of growing the way that it is. On the opposite side, we know that the Connecticut Sun have been a top 5 offense. You can see they're number 4, the best defensive team in the WNBA, and also the second-rated team in net rating as well. They typically win by the second biggest margin. I think the New York Liberty are now first. So first thing that jumped out to me in this game was, I also want to talk about the injury report real quick. So Mariah Jefferson is listed as questionable with an ankle injury. Not sure if she's going to play or not. And then on the opposite side, we got Timmy Fung-Bagley. She's also going to continue to miss games for the Indiana Fever. She's been a big part of their defense. We did successfully win a bet with the Indiana Fever on Friday night when they were in DC taking on the Mystics. And it was a terrible spot for the Mystics. Second leg of a back-to-back, third game in 4 nights. So we faded them, and we barely got the win. The Indiana Fever didn't even cover. And you just see them, just struggle, especially late in the game, a very, very close game. Now they're getting, multiple possessions, 5 possessions in this game. And the Connecticut Sun are coming off a game against the New York Liberty where they probably felt like they should have won. So head-to-head, Connecticut has already beaten Indiana. They beat them 10 straight times, but they've already beat them twice this season as well. In that home opener for the Connecticut Sun, they beat them 92-71. That was the first game of the season. They covered the 6.5-point home favorites. And then when they played in Indiana, Connecticut also beat them 88-84, but they did not cover. Indiana actually covered as 5.5-point home dogs. Game 1 went under. Game 2 went over. So a lot of advantages here for the Connecticut Sun. I actually pulled up a couple of them here. Didn't write all of them down, but the only thing I see going for the Fever is that they do have a one-day rest advantage. And I'm guessing that's probably not that big of a factor, but just because they are a younger team. Connecticut Sun has a nice array of young players and some veteran leadership on their team. But I couldn't really find a lot of disadvantages for the Connecticut Sun. The Indiana Fever defensively, like I said, they really, really stink. They're 10th in opponent, they're 10th in turnover percentage, meaning they turn the ball over at the second highest rate. They also foul at the second highest rate as well. And they do play fast. They're 6th in pace, whereas the Connecticut Sun dead last in pace. They are 12th. So additionally, what you guys don't see on here, some more advantages for the Connecticut Sun. They shoot the second most shots in the restricted area on the season, but they only convert about 56% of the time, which is actually the second worst percentage when we're talking about shooting shots five feet from within 5 feet of the rim. Problem if you're Indiana is that they allow teams to convert at the third highest percentage, about 64%. That's a major advantage for Connecticut. They should be able to get whatever it is that they want in the paint against the Aaliyah Boston. They don't really have a backup big at all. And we go back to what we just talked about. You just see at the bottom left-hand corner, the Indiana Fever net rating and defensive rating 12th. This team is not great. If you look at them on the road specifically, 109.6 defensive rating, dead last in the WNBA. But Connecticut coming off a loss in a game they probably felt like they should have won against the Liberty. They did have a lead late in that game. I think it's a bounce back spot, and I think that they can score in this game. I know that they play at a slow pace, but when you go back and look at it, they scored 88 points or better in both of the games against the Indiana Fever so far. I think Indiana will continue to be without their most impactful defensive player in Timmy Bagley, who won't be with the team. Well, she might be with the team, but she's not going to be playing. And Indiana also worst defensive rated team in the W on the road as well. Like they, at 5 of their 7 opponents have actually scored 90 points or more in the game. And it's not just the worst defense in the WNBA, but they're the worst defensive rating above the break 3 makes. They allow the most shots to be made there. Connecticut struggles to shoot the 3-point ball, so they should get a bunch of wide open looks in this game. We saw the Washington Mystics in the first half play really, really good. And they're also this Indiana Fever team just dead last in opponent restricted area percentage. Like I said, I think the Connecticut Sun should be able to score in the paint. Opponent mid-range percentage, all of those mid-range middies by DeWanna Bonner. You name them, they should be able to make them. Dejanay should be able to make a couple. Ty Harris should be able to make a couple. So what's the play in the game? I like Connecticut team total over. It's 86.5 to stay away from the spread here. And I also think Connecticut dominates in the first half as well. First half -6.5 will be the way that I play it. I haven't played it yet. I want to confirm that the injury report is not going to change things too drastically. But I do think Connecticut scores over 90 points in this game. So if you don't want to lay the number, lay the 12, I do think that their team total goes over in the game. I do think the full game could potentially go over as well. The Fever should be able to score the basketball. I think the team total is like 74.5. Even though Connecticut is a great defensive team, the best defensive team in the WNBA, I do think that the game probably goes over, but I'll isolate it. Connecticut team total over. As you guys can see here, it's on the short list. I haven't played it yet. And I like Connecticut early in this game as well to have a lead, probably a double-digit lead at halftime in this game, just because the Fever's defense is so bad, and I don't really see it stepping up in this spot. So that's what I like. Resources that I use, as always, are here. Moneyballer.com. Always check them out if you guys are interested. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports betting needs, whether you're capping MLB, NBA, or WNBA. It's a great, great spot. Situational trends, stats, all of those good things are there. And I got to shout out OzJam. If you guys are interested in checking out their sports betting software, definitely use code CBC to get you 25% off your first month. And if you're still listening, hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Share the show. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys want my looks when I do make them, all my official plays, you can use the link that's in the description. Bet responsibly, man. Best of luck. Enjoy your Monday. Tomorrow's show, if you catch this before tomorrow's show, I will do a show, maybe looking into some player props in this game, and then we'll dive into game 3, react to what happened in game 2, and we'll look ahead to the NBA Finals And then we'll look ahead to Tuesday's games in the WNBA as well. We got a nice little slew of games on Tuesday. So best of luck on whatever it is that you're betting. Like I said, man, always bet responsibly. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.